Hi, to make your Coypu puppet you will need a piece of fabric, some fur fabric, or you could use a sock, or you could use the sleeve of a fleece. If you're going to use fur fabric, you need it to be 30 by 50 centimetres. So you start off with your fabric, turn it right sides in to make a sleeve shape. Then we're going to make a drawing for the nose. Just by chopping the corners off, and then we'll pin that like that, and then I'm going to sew it with the sewing machine, but you could hand sew it if you want to. So I'm going to sew all the way up here, about 1 centimetre from the edge, and then across this corner, across the top, and then down. Okay, so I've sewn that along the top and down the side, so I'm just going to trim it, take all the corners off, like that. So it looks like that. So just now we turn it inside out. I'll just take my cotton off, I've used it on the sewing machine. There we go. I'll turn it inside out. And you can see we've got the start of it now. Okay, next thing you need to do is you need a piece of cardboard like that. If you stretch your fingers as far as they'll go, just mark the top of your finger to the bottom of your finger. Like that. And we're going to do like a figure of 8 shape. To fit in that, like that. And I'm just going to fill in those bits. It looks a bit like the bottom of a shoe, and that should give us the inside of the mouth. I can just sort of tidy it up a little bit, maybe make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we've got that. Now I used orange in the first one, but I'm going to use red on this one because they're just scraps of felt that I've got. So I'm just going to draw around my shape, make it a little bit about a Okay, so we've got what looks like the sole of a shoe. There you need a glue gun for this bit. Just move those out of the way. Move that out of the way. They do get very hot, the glue guns, so just be careful. Get a grown-up to help you do this bit perhaps. So here's my glue gun. going to quickly work because it dries really quickly. I put a layer of glue around the outside of my shoe shape. So I have to work really quickly because it does dry very fast. And then we need to turn the edges over. You will get glue on your fingers, probably. It is very hot. Just work your way around, sticking the glue so you've got like a nice edge to it. You may need a little bit more glue. You won't see the inside, so it doesn't really matter that much what it looks like, as long as you can get it all stuck round. Okay, so you're going to have something that looks like that. Okay. Glue off my hands. So pop your hand inside your sock or your shape. Put your hand out flat, and if you bend your hand you'll see where the mouth is going to be. So we want to put our shape, so we're going to fold that in half like so, and we're going to stick our mouth inside. Let's do that bit. I've got enough glue left inside. And put glue all the way around. I'm going to use this in a well ventilated area. It does give off a little bit of a smell. I'm just going to use some more glue, and I'm going to put it around the very outside edge of my mouth shape. It's a little bit of a messy job, but it makes all the difference. Push the sides around. While that's drying off nicely, we can make our teeth. Our Coypus have got really big teeth. They need them for their chopping down trees and eating. So we need our cardboard back again. We're going to have two big teeth. How big are these teeth? You do them are about 8 centimetres. So we're going to cut a strip about 8 centimetres by 3.5 centimetres. A little bit for that. And then by 8 centimetres. Now I'm just going to cut down the middle, and then just make a little gap, because they sort of have a little gap. So I'll just put a little gap in the middle, and I'm just going to round my teeth at the ends. fold it like that. And then back up again. We're going to paint these in a minute. So that's his front teeth. Now I've got a bit left over here, so that will do for his front teeth, bottom ones. Just cut the cardboard. So what we've got here, a piece of cardboard, 4 centimetres by 3.5 centimetres. Make another little gap in the middle. Not very big, just to sort of show their teeth really. And I'll make another sort of pointy shape for the bottom teeth. There we are. This is what orange. We go that way. Bend it at the bottom. So now we need to paint these and let them dry. So I've just got a normal children's ready mix paint. Yep, he's looking good. I need to paint the teeth. They've got really orange teeth, so don't worry about the colour being too bright. They have got really orange teeth. We're just going to paint our little bits of cardboard orange backward, do the fronts, and I'll do the backs as well, like that. Oops. That's the bottom one, it's all done. Now I'm just going to let them dry and I'll do the other side. Well, while we're waiting for them to dry, we can make some other bits. So you need an old milk bottle top as your template for the ears. I've got some brown scraps of felt, so I'm just going to place my bottle top on the felt and I'm just going to cut round it. You may want to draw first, but I'm just going to do it freehand. So that's one ear. Just tidy it up a little bit. One ear. Oh, it's windy today. Very hot. Let me just some of these little bits. Next thing to do is cut out the nose. So we've got a black nose, another scrap of felt. Going to cut it in half. That's his little black nose. Got that. Now he's got yellow eyes, so we'll just cut the eyes out. I'm just going to do them freehand, but I quite like a semicircle shape, like that. This is about 1.5 centimetres by 1 centimetre. I want 2 of those. If I just put the first one on top, I'm going to switch off and come back to it. Hi, back again. So I've now painted the teeth, both sides, so they're now dry. So now we're going to stick them into Coypu's mouth. So we've got our Coypu head here. I'll just get the glue gun. Just bend the top over a little bit. Put a bit of glue on there. so just be careful of your fingers. It's about stuck. So just put the bottom ones in. So again, just bend it over like that. And just put some glue on there. And stick them. Just need bending a little bit in the middle so they just go round. Okay, can you see? Right. Now the next thing to do is we need a bit of stuffing. These is the stuff you find in cushions. You could use cotton wool or a bit of pure wool even. So just need a little bit of this, and we're going to stuff it into the head just to fill it out a little bit. Don't need too much because you still need to be able to get your fingers inside, but it's just fattened up his head a little bit, filled it out. Try that. You can always add a little bit more. So I'm sticking it up. The flat end is to the top. Bit of glue. Don't need too much glue. Just enough. Now I'm just going to place this flat end along the seam like that. And the next thing to do is to put on his ears, I think. So look at the placement of the ears. So we put our hand inside. His ears need to sort of be just a little bit in from the join of his mouth where it bends. If you pop the ears in there. So I'm just going to get my ears, 2 brown circles. So you just need to pleat it like that, and you get a little ear shape. So just make a little pleat. And we'll just glue that. And a little bit at the back as well, just to flatten it down. We have a nice flat ear. It's a job to see with this light. Just hold the ear where you think it'll look best. Bit of glue on it. One. One ear. Pop the other one on. Try and get the other one in about the same position the other side. So you've got out your 2 ears. Now just need to put the eyes on. The eyes are sort of halfway between the nose and the ear and sort of in line. So I've got our 2 eyes here. Bit of glue. Inside so I can see where it's got to go. So halfway between the ear and the nose. Just pop out. There we are. Halfway between. Now, I just need to get a felt pen, and on the eyes I just need to draw in some pupils. So we're just going to make a little black mark with a felt pen. One. And the next thing will be his whiskers. So I've got 2 pipe cleaners. You could use black or white. I've got these sort of natural coloured ones. And each pipe cleaner should make 3 whiskers. So we're just going to divide that up. Divide that into 3. On the other side. So just to the side of the nose we need to just glue in his whiskers. So we use the glue gun again. I'm just going to dip it into some glue and then just hold it in place like that. A couple of minutes, seconds, and it will be stuck. Yeah. They probably look a little bit long, so I think we'll give them a bit of a trim in a minute. So that's 3 that side. Should be stuck now. So I'm just going to give them a trim. They look a bit long, so take about 2 centimetres off the ends. Doesn't hurt a bit. I'm just going to bend them slightly so they look a little bit more realistic. Okay, one more thing. Just need to do the back of the throat. So I've got my black felt. I'm going to use my milk bottle top again. slightly bigger than my milk bottle. Got my square, my milk bottle on there. I'm going to make it into a sort of heart shape. But using my milk bottle top as a sort of template for the width. So there, needs to be a little bit more defined, so I'm just going to take a little more out of the middle. There. That looks about right. That will be stuck in the middle of the throat. So it looks like he's got a throat that goes down. Alright, let's get the glue again. A little bit of glue all the way around. Put it up that way. Big teeth at the top, small teeth at the bottom. And that's it. Get rid of his spare whiskers. Hands in. And we have our Coypu puppet. I hope you enjoy making him. Let's just sort his whiskers out a little bit more. Goodbye.